Oh, we have to have Crybaby Cody Rhodes in there. Can't give any opportunities to these other opportunitors.
Opportunitors?
I don't know. Shut up.
English! Unstoppable! Opportunitors! That's not a word!
Whatever, you know what I mean, I hope.
And yeah, so now the Vanity Project is the NXT Tag Team Championship. Champions. Wow. I cannot speak English right now. English, mother! Do you speak it? Good.
What's up, Unstoppable Squad? Today we have another wrestling podcast for you guys, and just be ready because it's going to be a long podcast for you guys.
Yep.
There was non-stop wrestling news this week. By the way, I'm Unstoppable Denominator.
I'm Pistol Pete.
And no Vulture today. Alright guys, so wrestling talk. Fun fact about Roman Reigns has never officially tapped out in his WWE career. He did tap out once in 2021, but it did not count because the referee didn't see it.
Superstar. And now, Roman Reigns in trouble. Edge locking it in just like WrestleMania. The same move Roman Reigns did caused moments of fear. Planted the seed in his mind. And will this be the scene come Sunday? Will Reigns tap out? Will Edge become Universal Champion?
Of course it did. Yeah, Roman Reigns has established himself as one of, if not the best wrestler of his generation in WWE, and with his last title reign lasting like 2.5 years or something, in my opinion, he has established himself as one of quite possibly WWE's all-time greats, depending on how he finishes his career. But I think right now he's an easy lock for the Hall of Fame.
Right. Even though, yes, he's now a part-timer, because he has only appeared here and there, but I feel like because of the cancer that he had.
That, and I think he's also earned time off because, like, that Bloodline storyline took like multiple years to complete, so he's definitely put in his dues.
But like I said, it took time off here and there with that.
Yeah, too, of course, but of course, you obviously want to look after your health and all that. I just think that like it could also be he wants like less to do. He wants to spend more time at home with his family and stuff, and he's definitely earned that, in my opinion. Obviously, there's the cancer diagnosis that he had, and he's still living with. Yes, his cancer's in remission, but that kind of cancer he has, it never really goes away. You just live with it, and
which sucks.
It sucks. Cancer is awful. I definitely think Roman Reigns is one of the best ever right now, and yeah, he's definitely that guy.
Yeah, remember a lot of fans didn't like him
at first. Yeah, but that's only because like when something, it's like you love. Like, I love pizza.
Yeah.
Okay? But if I have pizza for every meal for, like, a solid 3 years in a row, it's like eventually it gets old. That's kind of what the issues with Roman Reigns was, because
he wasn't great on a mic either at the time.
Yeah, I don't really.
That's what John Cena says. You need to get better on mic. I think he said that on live TV.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
But you're not as big of a deal as you think you are.
Because when they look at you, they see what I see. A cheap-ass, corporately created John Cena bootleg.
And second of all,
it's called a promo,
shut
kid.
Your mouth,
if you want to be the big dog, you're going to have to learn how to do it, so go ahead.
You're just a fake bitch. Yeah, you're hearing me now, ain't you? He's a part-timing fake-ass bitch.
Congratulations. It took you 5 years to cut a halfway decent promo, but now I'm about to shrink you down to size. I blame you. I'm still here because you can't do your job. You should be ashamed I'm a part-timer. because I can do this part-time better than you could ever do it full-time.
But yeah, Roman Reigns, the fans didn't like him at first. It was mainly because he was shoved into like every storyline, because Vince McMahon, he was one of Vince's guys. Vince was a huge defender of Roman Reigns, and he found a way to use Roman Reigns in basically every title feud for the past like 10 years. But as soon as he turned heel, which is what a lot of fans were asking for.
Yep, for a while.
For a long time. As soon as he turned heel, established better mic skills, and I think right now, a lot of fans seem to really like him right now. But that is crazy that he's never officially tapped out.
Do you think he's going to tap out in his career, or you think he's going to finish off?
I think he's going to tap out. I think he'll tap out once, but it's
probably
not going to
on his retirement match to Gunther.
Yeah, I didn't think Cena would tap out. Cena tapped out to Gunther, and I think Roman Reigns will tap out eventually, probably for his retirement match. Yeah, I think that's gotta end at some point. But if he does, it's also a possibility that he doesn't tap out, because I don't predict the future. I don't work for WWE, so I don't really know the insights.
I feel like they might. You know how they ended the streak for the Undertaker? I think that's what's gonna happen.
Interesting. But I think he's most likely gonna tap at one point. We just don't know when it's gonna be.
Alright, well, let us know in the comments below if you think Roman Reigns is going to tap out and who he's going to tap out to. That's another comment.
Says Brock Lesnar has overstayed his welcome in WWE and he would be happy to retire him. He says, quote, I think there's a bunch of examples of people who overstay their welcome in WWE who hang on just a little bit too much, who chase one moment too much. It seems like there is a big amount of people to choose from, but yes, Brock Lesnar is a good one, right? We'll see. Gunther via morning shift. The morning shift.
Morning shit.
The morning shift. This is hilarious coming from Gunther. First of all, I'm a big Gunther fan. He's one of the best villains in wrestling right now.
Yep.
It's hilarious coming from Gunther because he's retired, 3 wrestlers? Goldberg, Cena, and now AJ Styles.
Yep, and he's a career killer.
He's established himself as a career killer.
AKA legend killer?
No. But I think, to his point, I wouldn't say that Brock overstayed his welcome, but I do kind of agree with him when on the point that I don't want him in WWE as much anymore. 'Cause I'm kind of over them pushing Brock Lesnar as world champion.
Right.
Because Brock Lesnar is one of the all-time greats. Obviously, he's going to be a Hall of Famer, and he should be. However, there comes a point when you've literally done one thing over and over again, and it kind of does get old eventually. I think if Brock Lesnar, how he should be booked going forward is either putting people over or establishing himself as a mid-card final boss type character.
Yeah.
And see if people can beat him, and if they do, that they can go for titles. But I don't think Brock Lesnar should be ever booked in a championship match anymore. I think he's fine where he is.
I would definitely like to see him win one more title, but I don't think I can see it happening. I mean,
I guess that's fair, but kind of over him always being the person that people lose their title to, because he never there was one time period where Brock Lesnar didn't show up on Monday Night Raw and still had the title. Kind of like Roman Reigns did, but, there wasn't anything but the difference between Roman and Lesnar, even though, yes, both weren't there was a story centered around Roman Reigns. Unlike with Brock, because Brock won the belt, but then he just vanished until the next big pay-per-view, then he'll come back, and then he'll vanish again until the next big pay-per-view, he'll come back. Like if Brock Lesnar has a world championship, he should defend it more, but I think he's too old to have those matches all the time now.
Yep.
I don't work for WWE, so I don't know what their plans with him are, but I don't think, I think he's right, but it's hilarious coming from him. That's my thoughts on this.
Well, we'll see what happens. I want to see Gunther tap out Brock Lesnar.
He's supposed to have his retirement match at SummerSlam because SummerSlam is going to be in his hometown of Minneapolis. So the reports are that's going to supposedly where his last match will be. It probably will be against Gunther, and then Gunther will get more pull for retiring Brock. Oh, I made Brock Lesnar tap out.
Well, you think there's going to be a match before that match, like how it became with AJ, or no?
Sure. Maybe there will be, maybe there won't, but no, he has the open challenge, which we'll talk about we'll talk about in a bit. See what happens.
Yep.
Let us know in the comments below. Do you agree with our takes? Do you disagree? Let us know. Right.
So Vince McMahon is in active talks to buying back WWE with Saudi Arabia investors. As per reports, Vince McMahon planning to reacquire the WWE from TKO Group Holdings. Vince McMahon re-signed as WWE chairman following a civil lawsuit in January 2024. He also reported sold over $2 billion worth of TKO shares, reducing his stake in the company. And Saudi investors are now keen to fund him in buying WWE back on multi-billion-dollar expense. Vince McMahon plots making WWE a private company once again to gain majority control. Source Sports Bash.
This might be a spicy take. What is your thoughts on this, Unstoppable?
I don't think he's gonna buy it back.
Do you think he should?
With everything that's going on with TKO, and you know how Vince, with the tickings and all that, ticket prices, which we talked about multiple times here on this podcast, I feel like Vince should buy it back to make the prices go down again.
Yeah, so, okay. We've been covering WWE for a good decade on your channels here. As I said, for those of you who are unaware, our first wrestling style series was way back when the brand split was happening and Raw had its own roster, SmackDown had its own roster, and NXT was getting up onto the levels of Raw and SmackDown. And we started doing wrestling results and a whole bunch of stuff like that. That was our first series together.
Yeah, and we literally did it over the phone.
We did it with Immortal Spades and other guests too.
Which we're not going to name a couple of them.
Yeah. But anyways, so for those of you who have followed me and Unstoppable all those time, you will know I am not the biggest Vince McMahon fan in the world. In fact, he is one of the very few people in WWE that I despise. I cannot stand him as his, because I think his character is obviously he's a heel, so I'm giving him credit for this while also not really, but you guys know what I'm talking about anyway.
What are you talking about?
You know, he's a heel, so I'm supposed to hate him.
Right.
That kind of thing. But anyways, yeah, I'm not really the biggest Vince McMahon fan in the world. That being said, you and me have talked about TKO fucking things up on this podcast for a good portion of the runtime of this podcast.
Yep, since September.
And that was since last September.
Yep, that's when we first started this podcast.
Yeah. So I know a lot more about the behind-the-scenes stuff about TKO from learning them on this podcast with you, Unstoppable. I think the smart idea in this topic is Vince McMahon should buy this company back, because I do believe that the ticket prices for the market will go down. And I think that will solve a lot of the problems here, because talking about them outpricing everybody, and that there are people boycotting WWE for it. And TKO, their reactions to it have been questionable at best to downright idiotic. Now, as someone who I wasn't like the biggest fan of the Vince McMahon era in WWE. There were some examples, like you had Constable Corbin, you've had Corbin, Ziggler, and I forgot who else was involved, but they poured dog food on Roman Reigns. Yep. I forgot. Was it Bobby? Oh yeah, Bobby Roode. I think it was Bobby Roode. Anyways, and there are many examples of, you got the dog food, you got people not getting their fair push when Vince McMahon instead would go for his favorites. Sounds a lot like what Tony Khan's doing right now, to be honest. Basically, if you weren't liked by Vince McMahon, you weren't getting anything. That being said, fast forward to 2026, oh my god, if you're not TKO's favorites, you're not getting any time. If you aren't glazing TKO, they downright hate you. They'll increase the ticket prices for everyone, pushing everyone to boycott going to WWE shows until they lower the prices. With Vince McMahon at the helm, I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think there's much, I don't think there's anything Vince McMahon done negatively that I don't think was done even worse by TKO. So, I think Vince McMahon should buy it. I think it would fix a lot of the company's issues as long as he doesn't force himself into getting too much power.
Right.
That's going to be the flip side of this. If Vince McMahon does buy WWE, he should stay an owner and not be on screen and not get as much power over creative, and leave all that to Triple H and leave all that to Nick Khan and whoever is doing the storyboards.
Now, do you think Vince McMahon regretted on giving it to TKO?
I think he did. I think he did, because I can't remember where I saw this, but I think it said that Vince McMahon regrets the entire sale to TKO. I think he said it was a mistake giving it to TKO because they've been fucking everything up, and he's not a fan of how they went about certain things. And it's very rare that I'm giving Vince his flowers. But I will say that Vince McMahon should buy WWE back. Do I think he's going to? No, because I think however much that Vince McMahon and the Saudi Arabian fund put up for him, I think TKO is going to find a bigger offer. I think it's just going to be a back and forth stalemate for the foreseeable future. And I think because Vince McMahon has been blacklisted by the TKO group, I think they'll block Vince's sale for the company because they'll just offer more money. and then they'll go with that one. And it's just, yeah, I just think the whole thing's messed up. And do I like it that Vince McMahon is potentially buying WWE? No, I do not. But I think Vince McMahon finally is the lesser of two evils right now. That's my stance on this.
Let us know in the comments below what you guys think about this. Do you guys want Vince McMahon back? Do you hope he takes charge of WWE again, or what? Let us know in the comments
Bronson Reed
below.
injured his shoulder on Raw. WWE announces Bronson Reed suffered a distal bicep tear and as such is out of action indefinitely, and he is out until at least after WrestleMania. So, isn't it funny? I think it's hilarious. This is the perfect definition of karma. I mean, example of karma. Because, stick with me for a second here. So as we all know, the Vision turned on Seth Rollins. As such, since that happened, Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed both
were the originals
with Seth Rollins. Both have had major injuries to put them out of action, definitely.
Yep.
Since that happened. And the only one that hasn't gotten hurt is Logan Paul.
In Austin Theory.
But Austin Theory wasn't part of that, and they turned on him.
Logan Paul wasn't the original.
No, I know. He replaced Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
Logan Paul and Austin Theory weren't the ones that turned on him.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I think sucks for Bronson Reed. Character-wise, I mean, he's a heel. Character-wise, you can think of however you want about Bronson Reed, the character, but he seems like a good dude outside of WWE. I wish him nothing but the best on his recovery. I don't want to see anyone get injured, but I do think it's a example of karma because now everyone that attacked Seth Rollins has either partially left the Vision or gotten hurt.
We reported this on the podcast. Now that it's my turn. Mm-hmm. So, we did report this, saying that they weren't expecting to break up the Vision until 2026.
That is true.
This year.
That is true. And I'm thinking that was going to be late this year. Or at Mania, maybe?
Maybe Mania. But things had happened. Seth got hurt, so they had to toss it up in the air and say, hey, look, we're going to turn on you.
I thought that, back to me, I had a fan theory that Seth would come back and that Austin Theory was a mole, Seth Rollins, and then Seth Rollins...
Yeah, that's what I thought, too.
Yeah, Seth Rollins and Austin Theory would turn on both, would, eventually, get their revenge on Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker, but obviously they're both hurt, so that can't happen.
But there's speculation that we're going to talk about later on during the podcast.
Do I think that Austin Theory still could do something with Seth? Yeah, I think he could. But I'm not sure what the plans are going to be for them right now. I think what they should do is Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul. That's what they should do.
Yeah, because he replaced him.
We'll see what happens. I wish Bronson Reed nothing but the best.
Let us know in the comments below how you guys feel about Bronson Reed. Did you think he should have gone from the top rope and landed the way how he landed? You?
Yeah, I think he landed it kind of funky.
Yeah.
I think he overshot it and then he got hurt on the landing.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think he overshot it and didn't land it properly. Yeah, it sucks seeing somebody get hurt.
And it is this time of year where injuries come to play. Mm-hmm. We even saw it last year, late last year, where injuries would come to play. Sucks that people are gonna miss their WrestleMania opportunity, but hey. Let us know in the comments below how you guys feel. Alrighty. We got Brock Lesnar open challenge for Mania. There's speculations going around right now. There's A, B, or C right now. And I think we're going to get C. And A is Gunther versus Brock Lesnar.
Too soon.
B, Oba Femi versus Brock Lesnar. Or C, LA Knight versus Brock Lesnar. Which I just said, I think we're about to get C.
You think it's going to be C?
Yep.
Interesting.
That's what reports are saying.
Oh, so the reports are saying that it's going to be LA Knight versus Brock?
Which I think it should be B.
I think it should be B as well. B sounds like the better match. Oba Femi and Brock Lesnar, that would be a hell of a match.
Beast versus beast.
Yeah, that would be like King Kong and Godzilla type stuff.
Right. In the ring collapse.
I know, right?
That would be more interesting than C.
Because LA Knight, no offense to LA Knight, but like we've seen Brock Lesnar take on people like LA Knight before, and like they've all kind of ended in a squash match, like all of them. So if this were to happen, I don't see why that would be any different. It shouldn't be. I think if that match happens, I think LA Knight should win. But will he? No, because they have this thing for Brock Lesnar that they like booking squash matches with other wrestlers.
F5 suplex city.
German suplex, and you're just basically counting each move in the match. Like it's usually 10 suplexes, 4 F5s, and then or 1 F5 and no suplexes, and
or
it's
20
suplexes and no F5s, and then Brock Lesnar's gonna win. It's just, but at least with Obafemi, I think he would put up a better fight. I would say the same thing about Gunther, but Gunther's the legend killer, and I think it's too early to book Gunther versus Brock, in my opinion. It's too early.
Yeah, but I feel like we could see a part 1 and Brock Lesnar destroys Gunther.
And then, like, put your career on the line and
I can beat you and I can make you tap out.
I can make you tap out like a little bitch. That type of thing.
Yep.
I could see something like that, but I don't know. I'm hoping for B. But, yeah, we're probably getting C because, WWE.
Yep, they suck. Let us know in the comments below. Who do you like to see Brock Lesnar face? Could we? Oh, Chris Jericho.
Yeah, maybe.
But he's still signed with AEW. That's what reports are saying.
Yep.
Because they froze his contract, which is stupid.
Yeah, but you know how greedy companies are.
Alright, let us know in the comments below who you guys think will face Brock Lesnar. Gunther, Obafemi, or LA Knight.
Yeah!
You suck, LA Knight.
Hey, don't disrespect LA Knight like that.
You suck, LA Knight.
You're awesome, LA Knight.
You're
awesome, LA Knight. Like, you could throw this little bitch in Suplex City.
Dummy, yeah.
Dummy, yeah. Yeah. Dummy, yeah. Yeah. Dummy, yeah. Yeah.
Dummy, yeah. Go back to that persona, you idiot, LA Knight. You like Drake?
Yeah.
Dummy, yeah. Dummy, yeah.
Okay, let us know in the comments below.
Dummy, yeah.
Morgan. Yeah, you are all familiar with the greatest women's Royal Rumble winner of all time. Yeah, that Liv Morgan. Well, she has officially picked her opponent for WrestleMania, and she chose Stephanie Vaquor. We'll get to your thoughts in a minute, but good. Because Jade Cargill would have whooped her ass if she chose Jade Cargill. She would have whooped her ass. Actually, no. Stephanie Vaquor would whoop her ass, but Jade Cargill would straight up kill her. I think you would see a murder at WWE Wrestling. I think at WrestleMania there will be a murder if she chose Jade Cargill. Liv Morgan kind of like apologized to Stephanie Vaquor for her, because she wasn't familiar with her backstory, and then she made her selection by looking to Jade Cargill and then turning around and decking Stephanie in the face. And so it's official. It will be Liv Morgan versus Stephanie Vaquor at WrestleMania. I think Stephanie's going to win.
No.
I think Stephanie will win.
Nope.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Liv's definitely winning.
I think Stephanie's got this.
Liv's got this. You know what? Right here, right now, on this podcast, we're going to make a prediction.
Okay.
Not now, but once it comes close.
All right.
So.
Is there going to be any bets in these?
Yes.
All right.
I think so. Do you guys want to see our bets? Our prediction? I definitely see Liv beating Stephanie Vaquor.
Nah, I don't think so. I think Stephanie's got this.
We'll have to see.
Who do you guys have in this? Is it Stephanie Vaquor or Liv Morgan? Let us know in the comments below.
Sarah Logan confirms she is done with wrestling after WWE exit. Sarah Logan has officially announced her retirement from professional wrestling at the age of 32. At first, I was like, I don't want to come back to wrestling. Maybe I just want to start a homestead and be a farmer and a mother. And once that happened, my body wasn't used to the peace, whatever. And I was scared of it. And I never felt like I was doing enough. I just left the company permanently. My contract just expired on the 5th and I'm not renewing it. Source Wise Traditions Podcast.
So, yeah, that's good for Sarah Logan. She seems to be taking her post WWE career life and making the most of it. She just became a mother, so that definitely weighed into her decision to leave. Not that there would be anything wrong if she wanted to continue working and be a mother, because life is expensive. But yeah, I'm kind of happy for her that she's making the right decision for her and her family.
Right.
So.
And she's said that she wants to work on a farm.
Yeah, that's a good market right now.
Yep.
The United States are in desperate need of farmers right now.
Yes, they do.
I'm happy for Sarah Logan, and good for her. I'm gonna miss her in the ring, but yeah, I'm happy to see she made her decision for her and her family. I thought her contract was already expired. I didn't realize that it just was it this past month.
Probably because it just reported today, or not today, this week.
I was always under the impression that her contract already was expired. I learned something new today, ladies and gentlemen.
You take a look and see.
Yeah, it probably was. Yep. It did say it's February, so I learned something new today. I thought she was already out of the company. Turns out I was wrong. That's all I got here.
Well, let us know in the comments below. Are you happy that Sarah Logan is doing something outside of the ring? Yes or no? Let us know in the comments.
Next topic is Zarya. So Sol Ruca won the So Sol Ruca and Zarya won the tag team match, which also was a number one contenders match for whoever got the pinfall in that tag match against, forget who it was, but
JC Jane.
Oh yeah, JC Jane and Fallon Henley. So Sol Ruca got the pin. She got the number one contendership. Zarya, we definitely have seen some falling outs in their relationship over time, and I believe I made a prediction on this podcast when we were talking about it. I said these two are going to break up in the near future.
I think you did.
I think I said that on this podcast. But anyways, whether I did or didn't, it finally happened. So Sol Ruca had her match against JC Jane, and Zarya turned on her right before the match.
Yep, and she got speared
right in front of JC Jane, and JC Jane looked so pleased that happened right in front of her. So she immediately went for the pinfall, and she knocked her out and got the 1-2-3. So Zarya is now on the dark side of pro wrestling right now, and I am not surprised in the slightest. I thought these two were going to break up for the longest time, especially Zarya, because Zarya has kind of looked very jealous of Sol Ruca for the longest time, and yeah, they are no longer a tag team, and I think that's the right call because these two seem to get in each other's way, so a split up is definitely for the best. What is your call, Unstoppable?
I don't know if you saw my thing on Facebook, but I was like, oh, well, they actually did it.
Yep. And I was like, wow, okay, they won. I was like, they're no longer a team. I immediately put in our group chat, I was like, hey, Zarya turned on Ruca. I did not see that coming at all. Meaning I totally saw that coming, from 1,000 yards away. Totally saw that coming. It sucks for Sol Ruca because she seemed to really get along with, for a bit, she seemed like she was getting along with Zarya, but the past, especially over the past, 2 months of their career, Zarya kept on, bickering with Ulruka, so a breakup was obviously going to happen.
Well, I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, I know, right? It was like, well, they are no longer a team. And Zarya, after the match, she found JC Jane in the back, and she wants a shot at the NXT Women's Championship, and said to JC Jane, if she doesn't make the match, the same thing will happen to her that happened to Soul. And, well, I think, Zarya, you're barking up the wrong tree on this one. I think you should earn your shot instead of, like, taking it for yourself, because you haven't done anything. I hate to say it, but former tag partner
has done a lot.
Has done a lot more for
the
you guys.
Card.
Sol Ruca was in the final 4 of the Royal Rumble.
Yep, and was at John Cena's retirement.
Yes, she was. And it was like, Sol Ruca, they could call, I think there's going to be a call-up for her, like, after Mania. She's going to be one of the next call-ups. And for Zarya, I think she has a long way to go. And I'm just going to leave it at that.
All right, let us know in the comments below. Bourne beats Ethan Page to become the new North American champion.
Yes, he did. I'm happy for Miles Bourne. He has definitely earned it. He's been one of NXT's best superstars over the past year or so. I'm definitely excited to see what he does with the North American Championship reign. Ethan Page, he was a great champion and quickly won me over again. Wasn't really the biggest fan of Ethan Page when he was in AEW because they did really nothing with him. I'm glad to see Ethan Page has been giving his all for NXT. Maybe he's in line for a call-up. I think it would be too soon for him because I would want it.
Well, the hell, it was too soon for a couple of half of these wrestlers, and they moved up and barely got used.
But yeah, Miles Bourne definitely. Yeah, I'm excited to see what he does.
Now, do you think he's going to keep the same title as what Ethan Page put on, or is he going to change the design?
No, I think Ethan Page's was customizable. I think they're just going to go right back to the original design.
Or he might come out with his own design of it.
Yeah, it might be the US. It might be the US flag on the belt instead of the Canadian flag.
Yeah. So I didn't know Miles Bourne was dating Stephanie Vaquor. I just learned something new this week.
Interesting. They've been a thing for quite a bit. I forget. Maybe it was on the New Year's Evil. I think it was New Year's Evil. Like Miles Bourne got out of the band that Stephanie was in and opened the door for her.
Oh wait, yeah, I actually saw that. Yes.
He opened the door for her.
Yep.
And it, like being a gentleman that he is.
And now I remember, yep.
Yeah, so they've been together for a bit, and it's good to see that they're both happy. I've been getting that a lot from people that just found out about me and my girlfriend. And
I kind of knew a little while ago.
Yeah, you did.
I asked you, and you're like, yep. I just wish we could have more people like Miles Bourne to be like around Stephanie Vaquor, opening doors and stuff for the girl. There's barely any people that do it anymore.
Jackasses.
Yep. I literally do it when I did it with my ex, but
I forgot one time, like when I was with one of my exes. This was years ago. This was like years ago. But she got super pissed at me for not opening the door. And it basically led to our breakup.
Wow.
Which I'm like, damn, so you're like really like I should be roasted, but like to break up with me over that seems a little overboard. It was psychotic anyway, so it doesn't matter. Hey,
you're lucky you're out of that one now.
Oh yeah.
Just because you forgot one day. One
time, right?
Wow, whoopee-doo.
I forgot one time and I'm the devil.
Yep, devil's kiss.
Right?
Anyways, lucky Miles Bourne getting that devil's kiss every day.
Nice. But good for them. I'm glad that they're happy with each other.
Alright, let us know in the comments below how you guys feel about Miles Bourne beating Ethan Page.
Let us know in the comment NXT. We're moving on to the tag team division. As the Vanity Project beat the Dark Order for Dark State. That's a different faction, isn't it?
Yeah, Dark Order was on AEW.
Oh yeah, it is. Oh yeah, that's another. I think that was AEW. See how similar some of these names are?
Yeah.
Dark State, my bad. Rewind. Sticking with the sticking with the tag team division, the Vanity Project beats Dark State and wins the NXT Tag Team Championship. Man,
English.
I know. Do you speak it?
Let us know in the comments below if you guys want that shirt. English with his cartoon face.
I know, right?
English,
you speak it?
I could make that as a cartoon.
The Vanity Project hasn't been around much. I believe their leader is the Evolve champion. I know he has a gimmick belt. I think it's the Evolve championship. And now the other two are the NXT Tag Team champions. That's interesting to see new faces hold tag titles. We'll see what they do with them, but it was a good match. I think the real MVP for this was Tony D'Angelo, because Tony D'Angelo choke slammed one of the Dark State members on the apron and then threw him into the pinfall. You could say that they won with an assist from Tony D'Angelo, but he said he was going to take everything from the Dark State. And well, it starts with taking away their championships. And yeah, so now the Vanity Project is the NXT Tag Team champions. Wow, I cannot speak English right now. English, mother. Do you speak it? Good movie right there.
English. Yeah. Do you speak English?
Apparently not.
Neither can I. Speak gibberish.
Let us know in the comments below how you think of the Vanity Project. Wow,
Alrighty. Alot Floor wins the Speed Championship on NXT.
Yes, he did. And it was over very quick.
No, it only had 50 seconds on it.
Yeah, it was it didn't last that long at all.
Yeah.
That's the whole gimmick with the Speed Championship. You have to win it in 2 minutes or something like that.
Which I think they should just get rid of it. Like I said in our podcast a while ago, I thought Speed was how fast you can move in the ring. Not right. Beat the count in 2 minutes or whatever time limit they have.
Yeah, you blink and you missed a match.
Right.
It's okay.
I thought it was going to be fast paced. That's what I thought what a speed match was going to be. Mm-hmm. But no, speed match is you got to beat this time limit.
In 2 minutes, I believe. Alot Floor definitely deserves it. I don't really, I don't get this title, to be honest. He has it. I don't really get this championship. It's kind of like the new 24/7 championship. Bro, just get rid of this.
Yep.
But yeah.
Alright, let us know in the comments below. There's not much to talk about that there.
I mean, there's not much in that match, so...
Yeah. Let us know in the comments below.
So, on Monday Night Raw, which was in Atlanta, Georgia, AJ Styles took off his gloves and vest and left them in the ring, signifying he's not going to AEW or TNA, that he is officially done. And his reason for that was he wanted to take his gloves off home.
Yep, at home.
At home and leave them at home. Definitely respect his choice here. I could talk forever about AJ Styles and what he means to pro wrestling. He's one of the greatest to ever do it. Talked about Roman Reigns at the start of this. AJ Styles is one of the all-time greats. He's a Grand Slam champion, both TNA and WWE. He's a multi-world champion over in New Japan. He was a former leader of the Bullet Club. Again, I could talk about him going on. On Talkin' Shop Live, he has confirmed he's staying with WWE and has aspirations to train the next generation of wrestlers. And which brings us to this article from Ringside News. AJ Styles signs new deal after an in-ring retirement. After officially retiring following his Royal Rumble loss to Gunther and receiving an emotional tribute on the February 23rd episode of Raw, Cap capped off by The Undertaker announcing his induction into the Hall of Fame, which he has earned. He's earned every second of that. He's one of their greatest wrestlers, and he's, in general, like one of the greatest wrestlers ever. So he does deserve that. Speculation quickly began about what would come next. Reports even suggested AEW would have willing to make an offer had he chosen to continue wrestling. Now there's clarity. According to PW Insider, on February 26, 2026, multiple sources have confirmed that AJ Styles and WWE have officially agreed to a new deal that keeps him with the company. The belief among those spoken to Styles is that he will be working behind the scenes, specifically helping with the development of new talent. This lines directly with what Styles himself recently said about wanting to mentor the next generation. Instead of exploring outside opportunities or testing free agency, the former WWE champion is transitioning into a developmental role within the company, saying, quote, "I'm still going to be working with WWE. That's not going to change. I have these dreams of helping out young talent. If somebody is not ready once they get there, it's my job to hopefully get to that point where they can do it and are confident when they step into a WWE ring. Being able to help with that is a blessing." With his Hall of Fame induction set for WrestleMania 42 weekend and a new contract in place, Styles' future in WWE appears secure, just in a different capacity. Rather than rumors of an AEW run or another return, the focus now shifts to what impact he could have shaping the next wave of WWE superstars. And there was, I don't know if you saw this, but I'm going to add to that article. I'm going to add to that because there was I don't know if you saw it, but there's a celebration video on their YouTube page. That's basically all it is the continuation of how Raw went off the air. Spoke to Carl Anderson, and he said that he's retiring because his neck has been giving him giving him problems, and
I've seen that. Yes,
and he doesn't think he can do any more without risking major injury, and obviously at his age he doesn't want that. So yeah, I definitely wish AJ nothing but the best. He's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. I could sit for hours. We could do an entire podcast of me just talking about my favorite AJ Styles moments over his WWE career and outside WWE. But this man is a legend, and he deserves every ounce of his retirement. And yeah, that's what I gotta say on this. What do you guys think? Do you agree AJ Styles is in WWE for the foreseeable future?
Great to see that he's gonna help train the new generation wrestlers. I was like, oh, since he signed a new contract, when I saw that, I was like, oh, gee, I'm on NXT.
What did I say? What did I say?
Yeah, but nope. He's going to be training.
Will he actually be the next GM of NXT?
Maybe. I don't think so. There's got to be someone else.
Maybe Regal? Regal again?
They like to have new, fresh faces.
True.
Even if it was the case, if they were going to bring back someone, they would have brought back someone from Raw and SmackDown, but they wanted new, fresh faces.
True.
Teddy Long wanted to do SmackDown again.
That would be pretty fire.
Anyways, let us know in the comments. So, Masked Man revealed on SmackDown. But this was I had it in my head for a second. Now it disappeared. A decoy. It was a decoy. The mystery attacker of the Vision was this man. His name is Don Furio, and he is a student of Seth Rollins at the Black and Brave Wrestling School.
Interesting. I did not know that.
Oh, the mystery mask is back! Oh, and a right hand. Are we Who in the...
Before I let you have any subjects here on this situation, do you think Seth Rollins is bringing the talent from his school into his vision?
Ooh.
I was thinking about that on Friday night. Saturday morning.
Maybe he is.
I told our friend Will and my friend Jake, I think I think that's what's happening.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that, actually. Because Seth Rollins is in, like... I mean, he's not, like, an old... He's not, like... He still has a lot to go in his career. But he has been a wrestler for, like, a long time. He's approaching, like, his late teens in the business. If he's not already at 20... But who knows? So I could definitely see that. I could definitely see him bringing his students into his own vision. That might explain everything to me, actually. When the Masked Man was originally revealed, I'm like, who the like? There hasn't been many times that me and Logan Paul have like had the same thought in our head. But I believe everybody wanted to know who the hell is Don Furia? Like, who is this dude? But that makes sense.
This was revealed, I think, early Saturday morning who it was.
Okay, interesting. I definitely see that.
And you know what? Did you notice in our beginning of our podcast, when we had Vulture, you and I, did you notice that I had my hood up? We have all three of us again here on the podcast.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been on here with both of you.
For a little bit?
Yeah. Are you one of Seth Rollins' students?
Maybe.
You don't know?
I can't say.
Interesting. Is there a mole in this podcast now? Are you feeding information to your mentor?
Yep, maybe.
He admits it. He admitted it. Yes. He said yes.
Alright, well, let us know in the comments below how you guys feel about... Do you guys think that Seth Rollins is actually bringing his people from his wrestling school over to the wrestling in WWE? English! Alright, with that same situation, we have...
The identity of the true Masked Man has been revealed.
But there was another decoy first, and then it was revealed.
Yeah, there was another decoy. I don't know if the second one was unveiled yet, but...
No, but someone took a video. There was a guy who was helping one of the wrestlers back.
Hey, who the hell is that? What?
I just saw it on Facebook.
And it might be him.
Yes.
Which leads us, as Trick Williams was exiting the Elimination Chamber match, the real Masked Man entered the ring. Curb stomped Logan Paul after he got a surprisingly decent performance, I would say, from Logan Paul. Like, he had 3 eliminations. He had the most pinfalls in the match. But the identity was revealed, and it is indeed Seth Rollins, which he turned face and is now in a rivalry with Paul Heyman and company right now.
And he's going to probably be facing Logan Paul or Braun Breaker. They are pushing him to be back soon.
Well, that all depends on his
but
his
they're saying that they're trying to push him in rehab faster.
I mean, you can't really.
I know, but that's what WWE's are trying to do.
They're idiots. They shouldn't rush anyone back from injury because it only makes things worse.
Seth Rollins wasn't supposed to be back.
Yeah, but that's Seth Rollins. He's a madman. He's a madman. Braun Breaker's the future of the company. I don't think it's a good idea to rush him back.
Yeah, just rush him back. We need a storyline faster for this.
Look, I'm all for, like I said before, I'm all for Seth Rollins getting his revenge on the original Vision. But at the same time, man, this man's gonna be the future of this company. There's absolutely no reason in hell to rush a guy like Braun Breaker back, or a guy like, or even Bronson Reed. Have Seth Rollins just, take out jobbers for a bit. His way to fight, and have him take care of Logan Paul at WrestleMania. Book that match. Logan Paul versus Seth Rollins. That would be a hell of a match.
Just imagine Braun Breaker comes back under a mask and
maybe
attacks
he does.
Seth Rollins.
Maybe he does. But you shouldn't rush a guy like Braun Breaker back from major injury when it's clear that he's going to be around for decades to come. There's absolutely no reason to rush a guy like that back. But Seth Rollins is back. I'm excited to see what plans for him they have.
We'll see.
We'll see what happens. Let us know in the comments. Are you excited to see Seth Rollins back? What would be your way of booking the Visionary? Let us know in the comments below.
Nia Jax and Lash Legend wins Women's Tag Team Championships.
They certainly did.
And you don't like Nia or Lash, right?
No, I do not. I have nothing against Lash Legend, but yeah, no. They are resistible, not irresistible, in my opinion. I don't like either one. Good for them, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Congrats.
Another title for Nia to gloat over.
And then another person to turn her back on.
Yeah, give it 3 months from here.
Yep.
I give it 3 months.
I give it till WrestleMania. The titles will be dropped. And maybe the next pay-per-view she turns her back. That's what I think. Let us know in the comments below how you guys feel about Nia Jax and Lash Legend winning the tag team
So
title.
you guys remember that box that was on Raw and SmackDown as of late? It had in big letters, do not open till February 28th. Well, it's March 1st. February 28th was yesterday.
Yep.
And yeah, we now know what was in the box. And it was a return I don't think anybody saw coming.
Return? There was no return. It says debut.
I know. Debut, it doesn't matter. You know what I was trying to say.
No, I don't. I don't even think these fans know what you're talking about. English!
There was a major debut, but it wasn't Chris Jericho. And a lot of people are pissed that it was not Chris Jericho.
Yep, there is backlash.
There is a lot of backlash. That usually comes after WrestleMania, but it came 2 months in advance. Because Danhausen was the person that came out of said box.
Yep.
And reports now have said that the return was not unanimous and some people in the company did not want him there. Those names will be anonymous for now, and for the foreseeable future. I don't want to call anybody out. That's not my place. But yeah, I don't understand a lot of the... I mean, I get it, but I think wrestling fans are kind of psychotic these days now. Yep. Because they have one thing in mind. We all want to see Chris Jericho. When is Chris Jericho coming back?
I am sorry, but he's still under contract with AEW.
Where is Chris Jericho right now?
I'm sorry, but he's still locked with AEW contract because they froze his contract.
Yeah. So Danhausen, and he was on AEW as well. He did his Danhausen things. It was interesting. I wouldn't say it was good. I wouldn't say it was bad, but it's interesting. I've seen this dude be hilarious at times on AEW, and I've seen this dude be kind of just there on AEW. I want to see a potential bit with R-Truth. Maybe having a tag team or something.
Very nice, very evil.
Very nice, very evil.
Confused.
Yeah, I know, right? Very confused, very knowledgeable.
R-Truth will be like, Sting?
I know, right? He'll probably not can see that. What is? And Dawson's like, yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, so what the fans are booing is because I saw at the end of the entrance and his music and whatever and everything, him getting out of the ring and everything, the lights went dark and everyone just went boo.
Oh, they booed him
out of the
building. A lot of people say he sucks. Honestly, if you know who Danhausen is, he's an interesting character. If you don't know who he is and you were expecting Chris Jericho, well, if you were expecting Chris Jericho and then got so much to the point where you are now disappointed that it's not Chris Jericho, I think that's on you guys. I hate to say it's probably on you because you set your expectations way too high.
Danhausen contract just expired
the other day. Yeah.
2 days ago.
Yep. And he is now a WWE member. And yeah, so it's interesting to hear about the executives are kind of split on him. That's interesting. I'm gonna wait and see on this. I think Danhausen, I think there's something there with him. I wasn't expecting it.
Like I said, I'm sorry to anyone that thought it was gonna be Chris Jericho. Hey, well, was it either Chris Jericho or fans were thinking the podium for the draft? Would you guys rather have that or Danhausen? Let me know in the comments below what you guys would have thought. Would you guys wanted Danhausen or the podium for the draft? How would you guys feel about that if it was the draft podium? You guys would probably boo them out of the building even more.
Yeah, they would.
Because this is the new era. Triple H, go up F yourself. This ain't the new era. You keep saying that every freaking time. This ain't the new era.
I mean, it's an era of all time, but...
Yeah, but what the hell is an era for? Every freaking pay-per-view, he's gonna come out and say this is the new era? Of what?
I don't know. As Triple H. I'm sure he has things... you guys are on good speaking terms, so I'm sure he'll be honest with you.
Suck it, Triple H. Suck it.
Much love, Triple H. I tried saving you.
Tried my ass.
I tried.
Alright, let us know in the comments below. Next topic is AJ Lee becomes your new Women's Intercontinental Champion. So, see, this, I thought they would wait until WrestleMania for that. Because you know how WWE doesn't like how the fact that do not like having people winning in their home state.
Well, technically speaking, AJ Lee is from New Jersey.
Okay.
So, she's a Jersey girl that's just married to somebody from Chicago. So, technically, it doesn't count. Well, then, but it kind of does at the same time. But she's not actually from Chicago. It was a good match, and...
Well, I mean, we had CM Punk winning, but we'll talk about that in a bit.
True. But I think the big story here is AJ Lee winning a belt the first time in 10 years. For the first time in over 10 years.
Yeah, in a belt she never won.
And yeah, this is one she's never won before. So I think that's big for her career right now.
Yep.
And especially, this is one she's never won before. Do you think this feud is ended, or is there more to come?
I hate to say yes, or I hate to say no, but I say yes, because Jess versus Becky Lynch.
Maybe. I could see that.
At WrestleMania, because she screwed Becky Lynch over again.
What about the Bulldog? We're going to hear from the Bulldog. The Bulldog apparently is Becky's lawyer.
It's Becky Lynch. No, it's probably going to be one of those up-and-coming wrestlers like they always do.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's one of her students in the black and maybe it's one of Becky's students. Who knows? Could be.
You mean Seth's wrestling?
Yeah, but play along.
Okay, fine. All right. Sorry. Man, I have one job. Oh my god.
It can't be worse than mine.
I know, right? That would be explained on a different podcast.
That was funny. Behind the scenes, like I had an oopsie not too long ago.
Yep. Anyways.
But yeah, congrats to AJ Lee.
What do you guys think of AJ Lee winning the title? Did you guys think it was too soon, or do you guys think it was perfect timing? Let us know in the comments.
Next topic is Drew versus Randy Orton. Randy Orton won the 6-man Elimination Chamber match, and he is now the new #1 contender for Drew McIntyre's World Championship. Or is he? We don't. Something happened at the end of the post show of the Elimination Chamber that we will discuss in a bit. But Randy Orton a 14-time world champion, is now going for number 15 at WrestleMania. Whether it will be Drew McIntyre he's facing or Cody Rhodes, we do not know.
Or something which I'm going to bring up in a bit. But I do hope Randy wins.
I hope Randy wins either way. I think Randy, he said it best himself last night on the post show. I'm not sure if you saw it.
No.
But Randy Orton, when he had his neck injury, he didn't know he would ever wrestle again. So on one hand, he said that he's happy to help out. He likes being a mentor figure for not just his people like Jey Uso or Cody Rhodes, but like for the newcomers like Trick Williams and everyone like the young who are going to push this company forward. He's happy to do that, but he also said he wants his crack at the World Championship. So it's now his time to win number 15, and I think he will.
You know, to be honest with you, Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton has not held a title in a really long time.
And
it's time for him to win.
This match is going to be epic. Whether it be Drew or Cody, it'll be a good main event. And yeah, I think Randy Orton wins at Mania, whoever comes out of that. Yeah, I think really happy for Randy Orton. He's I've been saying this a lot, but Randy Orton, along with Roman Reigns and along with AJ Styles, is one of the all-time greats in the history of WWE. Will he get to 16 or 17? Who knows? I definitely think he's going to be a 15-time champion come the end of WrestleMania.
Yeah, I hope so.
I hope he has a long title reign, too. I want to see him against Finn. I want to see him against Punk. I want to see basically the matches that Cody and other people and other champions have had. I want Randy Orton to face the same people because he deserves it. He's one of my favorite wrestlers, and he's one of the greatest of all time. So I definitely would love to see Randy win at Mania. I popped so hard at the end of that. I can tell you that. I popped so hard at the end.
At first I thought it was Cody winning. I was like, oh shit, what the fuck? Here we go again. And then I watched a little bit more. I was like, oh good, thank God fucking Randy Orton won.
And you're like, okay, I'm cool with that. All right.
Let us know in the comments below what Cody versus Drew on SmackDown March 6th.
This Friday on Friday Night SmackDown. Basically, Nick Aldis got heated at Drew for costing Cody his shot, which that's a decision of all time because I don't think he necessarily should be at WrestleMania. If he is, okay, but like I would prefer somebody else this time around.
Yep. You know what, Nick Aldis? Why don't you say the same thing to frickin' Seth Rollins costing Logan Paul? So how's that, you idiot? Oh wait, you're gonna leave that up to Adam Pearce? Adam Pearce has already got to deal with division as it is.
Oh yeah, we feel bad for Adam Pearce. We can't put Adam Pearce's job on the line or anything. But yeah, I think this is stupid. Honestly, I kind of want... It's funny. I both do and don't want Cody to win this. Because... I
don't.
I know you are a big Cody crybaby. I know that. And these people obviously know that. Not the Cody crybaby you're thinking of, but Randy Orton... If you look at the history of WWE, Randy Orton was Cody's mentor. So I kind of would be intrigued if it would be like master and apprentice type of situation going on. And maybe that's what they have on the cards for WrestleMania. But honestly, if you want to know like what I would like to see more, I would prefer it if Cody sat this main event out. I would like to see Drew versus Randy Orton. If it is Cody versus Randy, I'm not going to complain too much because that's also a match I would like to see. I just don't think Cody should be in like 3 straight WrestleMania main events. I think he's finished his story. Let someone else get theirs and then come back next year or the year after and let's do Cody then. But this time, I think it should be Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton.
But we're not going to get it because what's going to happen is when it comes to Cody versus Drew, Randy's not. I don't think Randy's going to interfere.
No, I don't think Randy cares. He's already at WrestleMania.
Yep. So I feel like Jacob Fatu is going to
Fatu might get involved. I can totally see that happen. I can totally see that one happening.
So why I say that, it's because there's already speculations that's been going around since frickin' Royal Rumble, or even sooner than that it's planned to have Drew McIntyre to face 3 other men. And we didn't know, because we knew it was going to be Cody Rhodes. Fucking loser. You already finished your fucking story. Stay out of it now, loser. Just give it to someone else, loser. I just want to see Drew McIntyre versus Randy versus Jacob Fatu. But no, Mr. Cody Crybaby wants to get involved. Fucking loser.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, I need to complete my story. You already completed it 2 times, loser.
Yeah, let somebody else hold this. I don't have anything against Cody Rhodes. Actually, I don't. I'm kind of growing old of Cody right now. Even I'm kind of like, okay, give it to somebody else. You guys know how I feel about Drew McIntyre.
McIntyre.
Yeah, Drew McIntyre, as I've called him on this show before. Cody Rhodes, to me at least, like, I'm not going to say he's bland, but him being in every main event of WrestleMania is... like, it's almost like Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns are the WrestleMania wrestlers. I just don't see how that is good for business. I just don't.
Right, and to be honest with you, look at Roman Reigns. He didn't wrestle 3, 4, 5, 6 in a row. He took time away from WrestleMania last year.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. But it's like, you already won. Let somebody else have the spotlight.
What happened to you being back of the fucking line, loser?
Yeah, that kind of like went out the door because as soon as Nick Aldis had a chance to do it, he gave Cody Rhodes another title shot. Come on, man.
Pisses me off, though.
Come on, man.
Oh, well, it's signed in his contract that every time when there's an opportunity, you're going to put him in a title match. No!
Give people like Sami Zayn, give people like...
There you go. Sami Zayn. No, you know what? Sami Zayn should be in it instead of Jacob. Because, he don't like...
You mean Cody?
Yeah, because he don't like Cody.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Anymore. Fed up with Cody. So Sami Zayn should be in it instead of Jacob Fatu right now.
Triple threat?
It should be a fatal 5-way.
Interesting. I could see that. Well, 4-way.
No, because you're going to have...
You have Cody versus...
Drew, Randy, Cody...
Jacob
Fatu and
I see what you're... Okay, now that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
Now I'm getting fucking frustrated.
Yeah.
No, we have to have... Crybaby Cody Rhodes in it. Can't give any opportunities to these other opportunitors.
Opportunitors?
I don't know. Shut up.
English! Unstoppable! Opportunitors! That's not a word!
Whatever, you know what I mean, I hope.
Opportunitors.
Editor!
No, keep that in. Keep that in.
Put that as a short.
Keep that in, editor. That was great.
Put that as a short, editor.
Opportunitors. Word of the day.
Opportunitors.
Opportunitors. Unstoppable. Wow. English. Opportunitors. Really?
Word of the day. That in a dictionary. Urban Dictionary.
Population. Everyone but Cody Rhodes.
Anyways, let us know in the comments below. Should Sami Zayn should be in it instead of Cody Rhodes?
What other opportunitors do you have? Let us know in the comments below. Let us know in the comments below. Our next topic. Rhea Ripley won her Elimination Chamber match. And she will face Jade Cargill at WrestleMania. Now, we just talked... It's funny that we bring this up because our last segment, we talked about Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns and other people have gotten a lot of main events of WrestleMania. Rhea Ripley, add her to the list on this. But unlike the other two, Rhea Ripley she's just a fucking badass. Can I just say that? Like, Rhea Ripley is one of the best wrestlers right now. And obviously she lost her opportunity at Mania last year. So she's back in it this year. She faces Jade Cargill. I think she wins at WrestleMania.
And you know what? If it wasn't for Bianca Belair being hurt and she just got surgery on her finger, I think she would have been in a place of Rhea Ripley.
I could see that, but I would still prefer Rhea. No offense, I'm not a Bianca guy.
Neither am I.
I don't
but you
get
can't
it.
spell EST without Bianca Belair. You want to show up and
You can't spell wrestling without EST.
I see Bianca Belair showing up, costing Jade Cargill the title.
I could see that, actually. Yeah, I could see that, actually. Yeah, that'll be one of our WrestleMania predictions. I could definitely see that. But yeah, I think that match should be incredible. Both are really good wrestlers, I think, but I just think Mommy's just that bitch right now. I really do. So yeah, we'll see what happens. What do you think, Unstoppable?
I think Rhea is gonna win, like I said, by the help of EST, Bianca Belair, because you can't spell WrestleMania without EST in there.
You can't spell wrestler without EST. You can't spell wrestling without EST.
English.
But you can't spell WWE without opportunitors.
Yes.
You can't spell.
You know what? I might make that as a
make that merch.
Opportunitors.
Okay, that's funny. Let us know in the comments. Where are you? Are you excited for Rhea Ripley and Jade Cargill? Let us know in the comments below.
Darby Allin had run into he was doing an interview during a podcast, and an Uber driver in Uber complaining that something to do with him doing an interview while he's driving and blah blah blah. It's like, and the Uber driver was going crazy.
Oh my god!
Like was not too happy about Darby Allin on a phone doing an interview and blah blah blah. Darby Allin was kicked out by the Uber driver.
See, Lyft drivers wouldn't do this. Going on, can we expect to see like a match?
One second.
I hate to interrupt like your AA or like therapy session or whatever, but it's kind of rude of you to be on speakerphone like in someone's Uber.
Is it cool if I finish?
Look, man, I've been driving since 5 a.m. I'm tired. Like, can you just put the phone up? Like, it's a little rude.
This is like an interview. Yeah, we're on national TV right now, just doing an interview here. Real quick.
Dude, I don't care. I make like $15 an hour. Like, I don't care.
Yeah, but you want 5 stars. This is 1-star behavior.
Is this your AA sponsor or something?
No, it's not an AA sponsor.
I don't care. Can you just put the phone away?
I'm straight edge.
Is he really
yeah,
he's
you want me to cancel
buddy.
Put the phone away.
No, hold on.
What do you mean, hold on?
Hold on. Just pause real quick. Let me finish this.
Yeah, you finish it all right. You're getting out of my freaking car.
That's 1-star behavior, sir. You know, and honestly, a Lyft driver would not drive like that. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to get
Uber.
Take me to Tucson.
Yeah, real fun, buddy. Dude, I'm over this. You're getting out of my car now.
Let me see you.
We're in the middle of the highway.
I don't care. Get out! Go! Get out of my car! Get out!
We're in the middle of the highway.
See, Lyft drivers wouldn't do this.
Go!
Wow.
I'm in the middle of the highway, so hold on, let me go over here. It's kind of loud.
He drove off on you. Did it look like he drove off on you? Yeah, he drove off on you.
He's gone. So what were we saying? Because I got to find another Uber.
Oh boy. First thing before I get into this, Darby Allin did nothing wrong here.
Yep.
I think that Uber driver was a total freak. Like, he freaked out for no fucking reason. Honestly. And he also refused to do his job, which is to bring people to their destination, and he didn't.
That's a 1-star. Even though Darby Allin's not going to give him a 1-star, I feel like, but
I think he should.
Yep.
Honestly, I think he should. Because, like, that type of behavior is unacceptable.
And I guarantee if Uber saw that, they probably fired him.
Yeah, probably.
You watch, he's going to say, oh, Darby Allin cost me my job. Well, you did it yourself.
You did it. You did it. Not necessarily that I agree with the Uber driver on this. I think he didn't do his job right at all. I think he should have just let it go and drive Darby Allin wherever he was supposed to go. That's just me right here.
You have a wrestler in your freaking car. I would be like, oh, well, I don't know you, but that's cool. I have someone famous in my car.
Yeah, exactly. See, that's the thing. It's more it's more like bragging rights.
And if he's being on an interview with someone, guy could have made a name out of himself. Like, he could have talked with the guys.
If Darby Allin and him got along real well, maybe Darby Allin would say, hey, this dude gave me an Uber.
Give him a free ticket.
Give him a free ticket to AEW.
Yep. Now this
the next AEW
now
pay-per-view.
this guy cost himself.
Like, he left Darby Allin on the side of the highway.
And the Darby Allin had to end the interview.
Could you imagine if something bad were to happen to Darby Allin right there?
Yep.
Like, maybe he got kidnapped, or
I just hope Darby Allin got another Uber.
I'm sure he did. I'm sure one of the AEW guys gave him a ride. But I do kind of see where the driver is coming from, because at least maybe Darby Allin could have put headphones on.
Yeah, but the guy would have probably still freaked out.
Yeah, he probably would have still freaked out, but
because
maybe
he was talking without talking to the driver.
Yeah, I could see that. But again, like, there are ways around. He could have just
put one AirPod
in. He could have communicated with the driver like that.
But the Uber driver would have still freaked out anyway.
Yeah,
if that was the case.
More than likely, he probably would have. But I'm just saying, one of my pet peeves is when people just go talk loud over speakerphone, when I'm on break or whatever. It's just really, you could take that outside or whatever, but it's at the same time, I don't think Darby Allin did anything wrong by it. He was just on an interview, he was just getting a ride wherever he was going. So I don't think he did anything wrong, and I don't think he meant anything by it, other than doing that, which was getting his ride. But, it does bother me outside where people do similar things, so I kind of see where it's coming from. I still think the Uber driver is in the complete wrong, though, because, you're an Uber driver, it's your entire job to be the taxi service wherever somebody's going. That's literally the entire point of your job, so you didn't do your job well enough at all. Darby Allin should I don't know if he is going to, but he should give him a 1-star rating.
Yep.
Because I was left on the highway by this Uber driver. There's a million different ways you could go about that. And I just think the Uber driver should have just let it go. And then afterwards, are you Darby Allin? Oh, that's sick. I know people, we could be having a whole nother conversation about that Uber driver right now.
Yep.
If he just let it go. We could have had
or we wouldn't be reporting
we wouldn't even be doing this. Either way, it would be a better world without that happening. It would have been I just think it's completely stupid, personally.
Let us know in the comments below how you guys feel. You think the Uber driver should have done it differently or not? Let us know in the comments. Our last topic of the day, wrestling talk.
The Elimination pay-per-view as a whole. So your matches on the card were obviously the two Elimination Chamber matches. The men's and women's, where Randy Orton and Rhea Ripley both won. You saw AJ Lee taking on Becky Lynch for the IC title. She beat Becky Lynch, and CM Punk took on
Finn
Balor for the World Heavyweight Championship. The match that supposedly, wait for it, ruined the main event of WrestleMania. Potentially ruined in Adam Pearce's mind. Because that's what Adam Pearce said to CM Punk when he accepted Finn's challenge. You're potentially ruining the main event! Bro, he's just a fighting champion. Like, calm your ass. Like, he's doing his job. He's doing what these people want him to do, which is fight. And if he has to teach Finn Balor a lesson again, he will. And he was in his hometown of Chicago. Just some little details that about CM Punk entrance. He was wearing Chicago Blackhawks inspired trunks and socks, and he came out to Michael Jordan's era Chicago Bulls' intro music before Cult of Personality came out.
Interesting.
Like, that's what that music was before Cult of Personality.
I'll have to take a look at that.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. You can view it yourself.
Okay, then I will.
Right? Okay, I will.
Not.
Right? Anyways, the eliminate, and of course we got Danhausen, not Chris Jericho, making his WWE debut.
A lot of fans were
booing. A lot of fans are booing Danhausen.
Yep, which we covered earlier.
Which brings us to now. What are our thoughts about the show as a whole?
There's reports of like Wrestle Talk on YouTube, who I usually watch. They put on it in their title saying, was Elimination Chamber worth it? It had to do with just...
Who was it? Wrestle Talk, it said?
Yes. Okay, what was the point of WWE Elimination Chamber 2026?
Okay.
And it was for their podcast. So I didn't listen to it yet, but I probably will listen to it during the week.
I'll probably give that a view as well. Let me ask you again, Unstoppable. What was your thoughts overall about the show?
I didn't watch it. I only watched See Wrestling talk about what went down, everything. I did see a couple things on Facebook under Wheezy Blonde and not Con Man, Santi Zap, a little bit of things.
Okay.
But yeah.
A lot of people aren't too happy by this. I thought it was okay. I watched it with my brother and a friend at my friend's house, and we seemed to like it. Like, the Punk and Finn Balor match, kind of want to talk about a little bit, because that was a hell of a show. Like, that match, I thought Finn almost won. I thought there were points in that match where Finn Balor could have won that match.
But that freaking turnbuckle beat him.
Yeah, the turnbuckle, yeah. But anywho, he did not. Punk got the win, and he's going on to Mania to face Roman Reigns. Afterwards, I guess Roman tweeted he didn't know who was more tired, and it was like Punk or this like title reign or something like that. Punk or Finn Balor. I forget the exact quote, but you guys know what I'm talking about. For those of you, if you saw the post show, you guys know which tweet I'm pointing out here. But honestly, I thought it was okay. It wasn't like the best pay-per-view in the world, but I don't think it was the worst. I think it was overall better than some of the other ones that they did. Since ESPN was the buyer for this company. Yeah, I think I would give it like I'd probably give it like a 7.5.
I don't know, but to me, ever since WWE switched to ESPN, it just went flop.
Yeah, it hasn't worked out at all. It really hasn't been that good at all.
But that's in my eyes anyway. But what do you think about Seth Rollins behind the mystery of all the masked men?
Here's what I think. And we kind of touched on it by talking about their students. But I think Seth Rollins was actually the masked man at the Royal Rumble. I actually do think that was Seth Rollins. And then I think Grayson Waller or whoever it was like portraying him on Raw for a bit, and then they switched over to that Don Furio guy. Then it was Don Furio, and then his other student before it was Seth Rollins. Whoever it was. But yeah, I think we'll have to wait and see to see how this goes. I'm happy to see Seth back. I think that's a huge check mark in the right direction now, because it gives us thoughts were on the Vision turning his back on him, and we can just finally see the fallout from that whole And I'm kind of intrigued to see what face Seth Rollins does from here out.
And I just want to say, with AJ Lee, congratulations to her winning a new title ever since she returned, and she never held a title before like that. Red card.
Yeah.
And this is brand new to her, because when she left, there was no Intercontinental Championship for
there was
WWE.
not. No, there was not. It was just the Divas Championship when she was last in here. And obviously, she lost the belt to Paige, and then the rest is history. I think AJ Lee will hold that title for a while. I can see them giving her much-deserved time in the sun as champion. Will Becky Lynch win it back? Who knows? I don't think she necessarily should or shouldn't, but I'd like to see AJ Lee versus Bayley. I would like to see AJ Lee versus Lyra Valkyria. AJ Lee versus Alexa Bliss. Basically, everyone that was in that elimination chamber, I think she should face for that title from Rhea Ripley, because she's just going to be the world champion at Mania. But she could get a title shot, and maybe she'll be mommy 2 belts or whatever. Who knows? But I think overall it wasn't amazing. It was kind of predictable for me at times, but I do think that, and obviously the Cody Drew aftermath, whatever happened on the post show happened, and Danhausen is Danhausen. It's not Chris Jericho. The fans booed Danhausen
Out of the building
because they were all expecting Chris Jericho. Yeah, I think it was okay. I think it was kind of like a 7.5 for me.
To me, I don't know. So I didn't watch it. So
let us know in the comments, what is your rating of Elimination Chamber? Let us know in the comments below.
Everybody, it's your boy Skiz here, and if you don't subscribe to Juan and the Unstoppable Denominator, then you are a toothy bumfuck, pussy ass bitch motherfucker.